Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me here. It is really lovely to have you here, and today is, let's move that out of the way, the day for working on the new kit from Tania at Tatty Treasure and Nanine at CollageType, and the kit is Bluebell Woods. How can I forget that? And I'm doing an altered book. Okay, so this is the, I think this is only the second, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is only the second one. Yeah, we're really in March, aren't we? So I've not done the front of the book yet. I think we'll do that last because it'll have to be set, you know, set aside and left to dry. So we did these pages, we're not doing the tags while the end, last video, and I said I was going to match some more pages. I showed you how to take the book apart, and I said I was going to match some more pages, which I have done. But I have to say I only did them this morning, so they're still not quite dry. So I'll talk you through what I've done, and then I'll do a bit more today, and then I'll finish the book off camera doing the same. So then the next 3 videos we can make ephemera and embellish the book. Like I say, I've got a couple of altered book videos in my playlist now. There's one in, I remembered there's one in the Alice playlist, down the rabbit hole, because I did an altered book. Yeah, and I have to say, for the Alice book I did buy a more expensive book, and the binding was a lot more secure. So yeah, you need to perhaps think about the binding and the papers that you're working with, especially if you're doing it for the first time, if you want a nice easy make. This one, it's not too bad, but the papers are rather thin, which means it's a little bit flimsy. I think perhaps, I might be wrong, but the newer the book, or maybe the cheaper the book, these were mass made, aren't they? You know, the less well they're bound, and not so good paper. Whereas if you get an older book or a more expensive book, you know, you're better off with the binding and the paper. Just saying. And you probably can't even see that, but I am, full disclosure, going to show you that I've got some tape in there, because just one of these pages, and I've put it inside there as well, it didn't come loose, but it just didn't feel, you probably can't even see, I mean these pages are going to be stuck together anyway, it just didn't feel as strong as the others. So rather than leave it to fate, you know, and just pretend it isn't there, I have put some of that tape over it, and it might disappear in when we embellish it, or I might just leave it. Like I say, it's that beautiful, is it micropore tape or something like that? It's for plasters and things like that, medical, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, and I find it really nice tape to work with, and I've just spotted that is a little bit long in there. I need to trim that down. Right, I won't do that on camera because I'll need my nose in the book. Yeah, I think what I need to remember is the further through the book you go, the altered book you go, perhaps you need to shave a little bit more off. Not that one, because that's going to be something different. You know, like I was doing 11.5 centimetres across there, I maybe need to do 11.25. The further in I go, because your spine becomes more and more compacted. You know, it's okay measuring when it's like that, but when your book is like that, your page is shorter, if you see what I mean. You know, so I can measure that page there too. Can't see it. Yeah, that's 11.75 of a centimetre. But if I then half close the book like that and measure it, yeah, it's about a millimetre, maybe a millimetre and a half less, you know, because the spine disappears in. So think about that as well. Don't just mass cut lots of page. Well, you can mass cut lots of these pages, but offer each one up as you put it in. Okay, it's not a tutorial, but I'm just trying to you know, tell you about things as I remember them as I go along. If you want the tutorial, I think it was the autumn journal, and I may do another one with an actual tutorial. I might do a beginner's altered book, because I know the beginners are enjoying the series, you know, and do it slowly and everything on camera. But this one is not that. This is a DT project, so I want to get it finished in 5 videos. So I shall just keep plodding along doing it, and then just telling you what I've done. So, did we have that one done last time? Can't remember. I think we did. I think I just matted, or anyway, I had 4 pages at the beginning that I just matted, and then this one where I'd torn the 6 out is going to be glued together to make a big pocket, and I'm going to have a top loading pocket here. I couldn't decide. And then I just decided this morning, so I've just stuck these in, which are, they're dry-ish, but not really dry enough. Because when you cut a divot out, which is what I'm going to do now, when you cut a hole in there, you'll see the book page behind, which if it's a beautiful book, yeah, that's fine. Seeing the divot is absolutely fine, but if it's not, I mean, this one isn't particularly nice text or anything like that. Yeah, you want something behind there. So we've got, you see, I'm right into there and it's about 12, but I know it's not. It's only 11 3/4. I'm just trying to roughly find the middle, just so that my the hole that I punch isn't, oh, you see, it's going to be difficult to get it in. There we go, I'm in. Squeezing it is another matter. So you can see there's that bit of green showing behind there, and the reason I've put it on that one is because sometimes, and perhaps not with the top one, but sometimes you just see the inside of both sides of a page when you've turned it into a... It's also strengthened it round that as well, you know, where I've taken that divot out. So now what I was going to do was glue them together to show you, but once I've glued them together, I like to keep my pages like that upright, because if I can show you again, it's not supposed to be a tutorial, but when you glue it and then turn your pages over, this page moves and that page moves like that. See what I mean? So I like to just glue one page and kind of leave it like that to dry, and then you can move it backwards and forwards when it's dried in place. So I'm not going to glue it, but you can see that. I've got a card here. No, I've got a lovely piece of this, too big. Lovely piece of this. Yeah, we will then be making a nice big journal card to go in that pocket there. And then this one sideways on, so I've done the same again, a lovely piece, and I've matched that to this page on purpose. It wasn't a happy accident, that one. And then I just put a bit of something behind there again, because, you know, if you open it and see it, it's nicer than the book page. So that one will be glued there and there, and the same thing, I want to glue it and hold it upright like that so that the pages fit properly. What happens is you then end up, if you don't do that, you end up with like a baggy pocket, which is fine, you can put a lot in it. And then I just matted the next two pages, so they will be probably a pocket on here, and, you know, just a bit more embellishment, not much, but a little bit more embellishment on there. And then these ones, my next ones, I'm going to do the corner pockets. So I have matted this morning either side page. Now I've done them shorter because they're not going to be on show, but I've done the full page because the book is so flimsy, the pages are flimsy, so I thought it would just give it a little bit more rigidity. So I've made sure I've gone up into that top corner, because what I'm going to do is fold this page over, and I think I've done it once, but I think I just about did it in line with this edge here, just to give me a straight edge. So the where the words start, where the text starts, I've folded it over like that, and that is going to be, where's my little bit of paper, stuck down and a pocket there. That's why I've put that bit in the back before I've closed it down. And the same here, folded it that way, opposite way, again kind of in line with that text there and across. So I'm going to have two. You don't have to have two, you can just have one of these, but I do like the two together like that. I like to do the twin pieces here. Now if you've got nice thick book page and you don't want bulk, you can cut that triangle off, or some of it. I'm going to glue it down because it's, you know, a bit more strength is the word I was looking for. Just thinking I've got a blob of glue there. A bit more strength in the book. But you definitely want some of that turned over the top there, because, you know, that's going to have a little bit of wear and tear, putting things in and out the pockets. Now, did I just come on and start, or did I ask you how you are? I don't think I did. I hope you're well, and I am well. Yeah, I think it's all business here today, isn't it? Because like I said, I've got 3 days busy coming up, so I'm just getting on with the job in hand. It won't be long, will it, before I start gossiping? You know me. But do you know, this pencil this morning has driven me mad. Every time I move it somewhere, it rolls to me. It's as if it's attracted to me. Okay, so I want to mat this, and again, if you've got a beautiful book, you know, some beautiful text or some text that goes with the, you know, the book that you're making. Like when I had my Alice book, some of these pages I didn't matte completely cover, but this one, as you know, I won't repeat myself. Oh, some sticky tape stuck on my papers. Whoops, and it's not the 4th of March anymore. Yeah, this one I want to matte, and I've gone with this page. 2 reasons. I loved it with this blue. Now there's 3 different blue pages in the kit. This blue, remember this is Tania's kit I'm talking about. I haven't started with Nanine's yet. So there's a really light blue, a mid blue and a dark blue, which I think is fabulous. And yeah, the Bluebell page has got 3 different blues. They're not those blues, but the 3 different blues. That's a grey blue, a really deep summer blue. And what's that? That's a proper Bluebell blue in my mind. Yeah, so I'm thinking this will go nice with this. Now, to matte it, I used a page and made a template, which I don't think I've done this before, but I took a page that I'd torn out of the book, and because I knew that, can you see me? Because I knew that I'd folded it along there, I could do the same here on this piece. And it gave me the correct angle there. Yep, all I had to do then was trim it round to the size of the piece that I wanted in there. And I only did one. Where is it? That's the template that I made, because there's no point in me making another one now. I made one and then I just cut round it, basically, which is that one. And of course I want the opposite way on that one, so I just turned the template over. Oh yeah, I haven't cut this one out yet. And drew round it, or drew that pencil mark down there, the size I knew. So I made the rectangle the right size, and then I'm just using that. So I need to do that. I need to cut that, and then you can get a nice straight cut in on your chopper or with a knife and board. You probably can't see it because it's pencil, but yeah. And then you end up with 2 of these beautiful pieces as well, which are going to make some really nice. Got another one here somewhere. I'll find it when I tidy up. I'm going to make a you know, really nice pocket. So I've got the 2 rock pockets, as I'm calling them. Got the 2 envelopes, and then I'm going to have 2 of those to play with, as well as the great big pockets that we're making in the book. Yeah, so it's matted, so I don't expect to go right up to the edge. You could go right up to the edge if you wanted, but you know, I'm happy for a little bit of the text to be showing there. It is what it is. Now the thing with these is getting them both glued equal, which is not as easy for me. It might be for you, as you might think. Can I glue on one of those, do you think? Yeah, that piece of tape wants to be in on the action. Do I want to ink it? I think I will ever so lightly. Now I was using vintage photo, wasn't I? And I've swapped it round. So I've now got, what is this? Walnut. Something walnut. Walnut stain. So I'm very, very lightly touching it. It's more to just make sure I haven't got really white edges than to show the. So I'll go with this one first. Yeah, so like I say, this video is just really going to be about matting again, preparing the book, I guess, and then after that we'll be on to the fun stuff, and we might get some pockets embellished, because this is going to be quite a quick job. Right, make sure your edges are well glued. Whoop. Yes, you can go in without glitter, and I have had to, but it's not easy. It's much better if you are well glued initially. Right, let's try and get it. In the first one you can put wherever you want within reason. It's getting the second one in the same place that is the tricky bit for me. Okay, so like I say, don't go too close now into your edge. And normally I would like like that one to dry there before I would turn over and do this one, because what I'm going to do is stretch that page. I'm sticky. I have to get a wet wipe out. Oh, they're a bit high to reach. Hang on, I might manage it. Now the thing about a wet wipe is it sometimes just reactivates the glue, makes it stickier, especially glue stick, but I am particularly sticky, so I'll have to have a go. What was I saying? Yeah, I was saying, yeah, take your time when you're doing an altered book with the prep. Glue a few pages and then leave it and then come back. Now, if I was way ahead with my filming, I could do that all in the one video. I could, you know, film it for 20 minutes and then let it dry and come back a few hours later, but I'm not that way ahead. Not yet. One of these fine days. Okay, so I'm going to, what am I going to do? Right, I've got to get this somewhere near, that's the thing. So which bit will show? Yeah, I need the top and the bottom the same. Right, is that gluey? Not really. Actually, my hands aren't too bad now, so that has worked. Oh, so what have I got coming up to tell you? I've got the dentist next week. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to that at all. It is only a clean. So I'm not too terrified. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having it done. That will be lovely, because I know it's been a long time since I've had them done, and they really get in between your teeth and your gums, don't you know, that you just can't get even with toothpicks and things. So yeah, nice subject, let's change it. Wasn't very pleasant, was it? Yeah, I think that's all I've got exciting on the horizon. Oops. We're heading quickly towards Neil's birthday. Shh, he's in the other room, don't tell him. He's going to be 60. Oh my. Next month, beginning of next month, so only a few weeks. No idea what we're going to do, absolutely no idea. We'd like to go away, I think, but we'll have to organise a cat. Isn't that paper beautiful? Absolutely love those two together. I thought they would go nice. Looks like mountains from a distance, you know, the snowy glacial. Love that. Oops, a piece of glue on me. Okay, so like I say, they really need to kind of dry like that. So I need to let those dry. Let's have a look what we're going to do in the rest of the book then. So how far through am I? Did I say I dripped them all out? I can't remember. Yes, I have. So I'd say I'm about a third of the way. So I'm thinking we'll do a few just matted pages in the next few pages, and you know, I might glue some pages together like that and just mat them either side, and then we can have, excuse me, have some fun, you know, with the embellishing and putting our own pockets and things on, and then start again and do, maybe I should start at the back then, go to the back and I had 4 pages, didn't I? 3, 4, then I started. So yeah, I might do a scene at the back, and then 3, 3, 3, and those, you know, those 3 pockets again that I've got at the front. Yeah, maybe mat those again then, so we'll have like a matted bit in the middle. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see what it's like as I'm matting it. So I've still got pages I haven't used yet, but obviously I'll be using some more. I haven't used this one. I've cut it up. Can't remember what I cut it up for now, but I haven't used it. So yeah, there'll be a couple of pages of the beautiful. I think I'll just do 1 page next to a blue, maybe. Ooh, maybe that dark blue. Yeah, those two go lovely together, don't they? So a couple of pages of those together. And then I've still got this beautiful William Morris print one. And this. Love that one as well. So Yeah, I haven't used any of those yet before I start repeating, so there's lots and lots of different pages in it to do that. Right, let's, oops, yeah, I think I will leave it shut and let it dry. Did I show you that? I don't know. There's another corner. I don't know if I showed you that or not. Can't remember now. No, I was just having a bit of a play on some card. So they're all bits from the kit. That's a vellum tree on a piece of the ephemera. One of those lovely tickets from Tania's bit. And got these two blue. Oh, is that what's putting the bluebells up for? No, I don't think it was, but I think they might go on here. These two blue envelopes. Don't know, I've got so much stuff going on around here. Yeah, which I thought I might put on a couple of the pages. So might just put one on, we'll see. But shall we make two? So it will glue onto a page like that as a flap. Actually, it might be nice as a flip out. And then, you know, where it glues onto the page, that will be matted over it. Yeah, let's do them as flip out. So that way. And that way. So we'll have one, yeah, one either side. Right. So this is where we get the bits and pieces out and start playing. You know, all the lovely, well, that's going a bit green on that blue. Brown and blue makes green. There's plenty of green in the book, so that's okay. So whether to mat the back of it first or do the picture side first, that is the question. I think I'll do the picture side first and let it dry. Yeah, so something like that would be perfect on there, wouldn't it? Let me dig out the ephemera. Here we go. Keep my eye on the time. Yeah, we're all right at the minute. So let me just remind you, we've got postcards. I've got those stuck together. And pieces of ephemera. Those two are the same. That one's different. That's a lovely mottledy, oldie, distressed postcard. Love the one with the bluebell on it. Yeah, I've printed them out in various shapes and sizes there. Right, these are the bits that I'm after. This is where we start playing. So we've got these lovely, I love these rocks. Absolutely love them. Let's get them out so that I'm not blinding you. Whoops, come on. Out they come. Oh, that's it. And these lovely tree stumps. So, come on. That's it. Now there's these ones with the centres out that could have the centre cut out and see something behind. I'm not sure why it's got that on. Probably so that you could make it into some kind of a flip, I'm guessing. Which is handy because you can cut it off, can't you? It's easier to cut off than to add on, if you see what I mean. Okay, so I've got one with a rabbit and one with bluebells. I love a tree stump. And some rocks, of course. Let's have some rocks. So not the pebble path this time. Let's have a big, although they are quite big compared to the tree stumps, compared to the rabbits. Some smaller ones. Yeah, maybe we could just have a couple of boulders then. Oops. A couple of small boulders. Space, I need some space, thank you. It's like playing with real rocks. I love rocks and stones. And right. Oh, that's quite a nice one. I think I've cut that off the bigger piece. Have one each side like that. Okay, we're going to have some animals which I believe, oh, they're nice. No, are from, but there's I did the tree stump smaller as well. Nanine's kit. So I'm thinking I could have an owl on this tree stump because I haven't got the rabbit. We've got the rabbit on that one. No, not him. I want somebody darker, a little bigger and darker. The thing is, it's on a branch as well. I could cut the branch off it. Let's do that. 90 toes, pull them in. Yep, that's it. He can be on there. This little rabbit probably needs to be further back because he's small, so could do with some greenery. There's some bluebells there as well, look. Oops. Greenery. Do some grass. Take that off the actual see, those leaves next to the rabbit are way too big, aren't they? Got some smaller ones. I mean, it could be a baby bunny rabbit, couldn't he? Let's use the smaller ones then and ink them round. And there's some lovely labels as well in Nanine's kit that I might put on the top. Right, what do you want now? You could have something growing behind your rock. Oh, it's the same piece. Dark. Yeah, I'm going to take that great big leaf off there, look, because he's too big. There's a love heart leaf there. Sorry, I just didn't want it to fall on me. You can be growing behind the rock, yeah, lovely. Do we want you that way? Or do we want you that way? You could have a little rock in front of you as well. Have I got one? I have, because I've got this one here. Let's just cut it off. Nope. Nope, don't like it when I've done that, so I want you to come that way though, really. I'm going to cut it down some more. Oh, maybe you can have a rock in front of you now. Sorry, I know you probably can't see anything for my fingers. Maybe it can be round the rock. It's going to be tricky to glue down, but I much prefer it like that. You are still quite big. Just try a different one. Oh, I like the seeds growing on that one. They look a bit like nuts, but they're not, they're pods, aren't they? Yep, like that. Okay, I'm on the top. Now I've got that lovely woodland label. Field guide. No, I don't like that blue on there. What have I done with them all? Here they are. Are these tickets? Oh no, they're all in with them. Under the trees. No, we're not under them. Thoughts of the woods. Misty morning journal. That's a nice one. I'm just looking colour wise. These bluebell woods are nice as well. Oh, welcome to the woods. No, I like that journal one better. The colours. That's nice. Morning's broken. Breathe. Follow the path. shady forest. No, it's not shady. The trees are being cut down. Wander in the woods. Some more rocks there I just found, look. Yep, so I think those two. Now I have to decide about these holes on the trees. What am I going to do on these tree stumps to cover them in? Or shall I cut them out and put something behind? Decisions. Don't know. You see, they're too big next to the rabbit. So I've got all these. I'll look at that one. That's nice. Oh, and so's that. So let's see what we can do with them. Yeah, I'm wondering if to cut it out and put this behind. Right, let's go for it. If all goes wrong, I'll have to print another one out. A bit of what's the word? Pressure? Cutting it out on camera. If you fast forward me, it'll look really good. Zip, 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 and it's gone. Right, let me just ink around the middle in case there's any cream showing. Right. Oh, I love that on there. Oh yes, look at that. I love that one. So let's hope this one does the same. Were you somewhere? No, in the centre. Okay. Love that behind there. Perfect. This one can't work out as good, surely. I mean, these would be nice. You could create a little animal scene behind them as well, couldn't you? With all those little, we've got hedgehogs, and you could put a vellum window in them. I mean, you can put acetate, but a vellum window would be nice because it would have that sort of misty look behind it. And then you could put all the little creatures behind it, or some flowers, or a secret world. Some fairies would be nice in these, wouldn't they? Yeah, I've got a fairy journal coming up. I might have to use some of these in that. Remind me. Oh. So if I get the right piece, they also look nice, don't they? Which bit do I want? Yeah, I'll have a bit of that label, I think. So, how am I going to do that? I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm just going to kind of draw around it, and then I can cut just inside the draw line. I'm probably going to go on too long with this video now. Right, so let's cut inside there. That's it. Yeah, lovely. Okay, let's stick it on. That is the right way up, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because that's the cut piece of wood. And the bluebells are growing at the bottom. And this one. I love that one. Beautiful. Now, do I want to do anything on the background of the paper? Is my next. Which way up were you going? No, that way. I'll use my brown, but stamp do I want? Now I've got the Edith one. I think that might be the one to use. Just put a bit of stamping behind it. No, I don't have any brown stays on. No. So I'm going to have to use my distress ink, which can smudge, whereas the stays on is a nice crisp kind of finish. It doesn't, it smudges if you smudge it when it's wet, but once it's dry it doesn't reactivate, whereas I don't do a lot, just a few bits here and there, just to, that'll do. What? I don't want Bluebell Woods that was going on there, was it? But I like Bluebell Woods. It's me Dobbergum. Oh, it was Woodland. Oh, maybe we'll have Woodland on that one then. Yeah, because they've both got the pictures of the bluebells on. Okay, let's get it stuck down then, because time is passing me by. I could always add to it, couldn't I, at a later date, if I want to really go to town on it. I'm thinking I could draw some tree grass. That's my cloth. Oh no, lost my cloth. There it is. Yes, I want some little blades of grass to go up here. I could draw some on when it's dry. Right, are you going around that rock? How complicated. Like that. Yep. Concentrating. Okay, now I have to say I haven't heard anything yet from Joan Webster about the journal, winning the journal, so hurry up Joan and text me. Text me or message me your address. I'll give it another week, but then I want it out of my room. So I want that at an angle. I'm not going to, because Tania said I always do an angle. Which is true, I do. I like an angle, but perhaps I should change it up. Yeah, like that. Are you down? It looks like it's 3D, which is good, I guess. Yeah, you see, I could put some more rocks, or I'll see. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Something in the middle. Put a bit more on that one, haven't I? So, you and me owl. Yeah, let's put them up first, because they're quite big. And Friday I will be finishing, or will I? What will I be doing Friday? I've already filmed it, so I can't remember. Is it more on the beginner's journal? Pass. I think that's what I said, but we'll see. Friday will be a surprise to you and me. Yeah, so remember to let me know in the comments what you're up to, what you're enjoying watching, because I've got so many journals on the go at once here. Sometimes I do this and then I wear myself out and I just stick to one, but yeah, at the minute I'm enjoying so many projects that I can't stick to just one. I'm changing it up, keeping me interested. Right, which way did we say you were going? You are going behind it, and I like it that way. Oh, how are you going to put it behind then, Denise? Oh, excuse my grumbly throat. Oops. I'd like to say it's time for a cup of tea, but it really is time to get changed and leave the house. Oh, there we go. Spread a bit of glue out, but it's the only way I could get it in the place I wanted it. I would never have put it down again in the right place. No, I still don't think it's in the right place. I'm going to trim that. It looks like slate. It's got layers. Stand up. Yeah, they're just fits now. I should have stuck the two together, shouldn't I? And then stuck them down in one. Never mind, it's done now. Yeah, I'm thinking what else I might add to it, but bearing in mind I've still got the back to mat, and you know, it'll be going on some beautiful pages in the book. I probably didn't ought to over egg the pudding. Where's me? Okay, so at least we had to play with something pretty, didn't we, while we were, gosh, my desk, waiting for everything to dry. So yeah, let me know if you're enjoying it, if you've got it. I know a few of you have said you haven't got it yet, but you're thinking of the kit. A couple of you have got it waiting. Just a quick reminder of what's going on in here. And yeah, it'll be stuck together, and we'll be putting cards in it next time and embellishing it. They will be stuck down there and inked. I will ink those edges. Yeah, and I'll have done some in the back. So yeah, thanks so much for being with me. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye for now.